Hello and welcome to my channel and welcome to another... Let's start that again. Hello and welcome to my channel and welcome to another Rwby reaction, volume 4 episode 8, and a much needed talk. Well, I've got no clue as to exactly what that's referring to. Probably Weiss and her father. That is one messed up family relationship. But yeah, the last episode we had the confrontation between Crow and Tyrion played out in splendid detail. One of the best fights of this season so far, this volume. A mistake I keep making. Best fight of this volume so far, and we're really getting to see quite how out of depth Team Ranger are in their journey. Jean hasn't even unlocked his semblance yet. Rwby, Ren and Nora, they're quite powerful, but they're still only using their semblances at their most basic levels. And I feel that everyone's semblance has multiple levels, the same as Weiss having to learn how to summon the spirit animals, for want of a better phrase. Yeah, they're using their semblances at a very low level. This was seen by the way that Tyrion was just able to so easily deflect even Nora's attack, and that's saying something. I mean, we have seen it before in when they tried to take on Neo and Roman. You know, the ease with which Roman dispatched Blake and Son, or at least deflected the attack. The way that Adam was able to so easily defeat both Blake and Yang, in the latter case in a majorly devastating way. We're not going to include Cinder and Pyrrha in this, as Cinder had acquired powers that were not her own. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how Team Ranger get on as they face bigger and badder enemies, and quite what Tyrion wants from Ruby Rose. So where are we going to go in this episode? I have no idea. We're going to find out now. Let's get on with this.
Really? No questions?
Yeah, quite a few
questions. This is just a lot to take in.
Sure, of course.
So these maidens, they're powerful fighters.
Oh, so he's told the
don't
story.
need dust to use magic.
Yeah.
And there are 4 of them?
Yep. Always.
Which means that whenever one of them dies, the power transfers to someone, a female, that they care about?
Whoever was in their thoughts last. Important distinction. Best option is someone we can trust. Regardless, their souls become combined, in a way.
Was Summer Rose the Spring Maiden?
The night the tower fell.
Or is he just trying to explain Pyrrha?
Trying to turn her into one of them.
The previous Fall Maiden, Amber, had been attacked. She was young, inexperienced. And her assailant, who we now know as Cinder, somehow managed to steal some of her power. But not all of it. We were afraid that if we didn't do something, the rest would go to her as well.
So you forced it on Pyrrha?
We didn't force anything. We explained the situation and gave her a choice, and she chose. You were there. You heard her.
Maybe he's gonna work out that that's what she was talking about.
That guy.
Oh yeah, he was there, yeah.
Why was he after me?
Well, you definitely painted a target on your back with what you did at Beacon. I told you having silver eyes is a rare trait, and the fact that you're someone that was able to use them seems to have upset some very powerful people. Not many people know about the silver eyes, but those that do aren't very happy that one has surfaced.
Ah.
That's why I've been keeping an eye on you. Wanted to make sure you were safe. All of you.
Well, then, why not just travel with us? It seems like that would have been way easier.
He was using you as bait.
Look, I wouldn't put it like that. It's complicated.
What is all of this? Ruby's being hunted. The schools are being attacked. All for what? What is the point of all of this? Will you just tell us what's going on?
That would be nice, yeah.
Would you sit down? You're stressing me out, kid. Not many people are super religious these days. This world's been around for a long time. Long enough that people have created dozens of gods. But if you believe Ozpin, 2 of them are actually real.
Oh.
They were brothers.
Actual
The
gods.
sibling, the god of light, found joy in creating forces of life. Meanwhile, the younger brother, the god of darkness, spent his time creating forces of destruction. As you can imagine, they both had pretty different ideas about how things should go. The older one would spend his days creating water, plants, wildlife. And at night, his brother would wake to see all the things that the elder had made and become disgusted. To counteract his brother's creations, the god of darkness brought drought, fire, famine, all that he could do to rid Remnant of life. Life always returned.
Okay, so it's like a creation myth.
So one night, the younger brother went and made something. Something that shared his innate desire to destroy anything.
The first Grimm.
Everything.
The creatures of Grimm.
You guessed it. The older brother had finally had enough. Knowing that their feud couldn't last like this forever, he proposed that they make one final creation. Together.
And what was
Something
that?
they could both be proud of.
The silver eye.
Their masterpiece. The younger brother agreed. This last great creation would be given the power to both create and destroy. It would be given the gift of knowledge, so that it could learn about itself and the world around it. And most importantly, it would be given the power to choose.
Oh,
To
that's
have free will
the first
to take
man.
everything it had learned and decide which path to follow. The path of light or the path of darkness.
No?
And that is how humanity came to be.
Yeah. Okay. So it is a creation myth.
But what does that have to do with us?
Well, that's the kicker. See, the 4 gifts to mankind, knowledge, creation, destruction, and choice, aren't just metaphorical. Each of them exists in a physical form, left behind by the gods before they abandon Remnant.
It's always in
Each
fours.
of them is extraordinarily powerful. If someone were to collect all 4, they'd be able to change the world. And that's exactly what the enemy wants. The Huntsman Academies were created to train generations of humanity's protectors, but they also serve another purpose: guarding the relics. When Ozpin's
these are the
predecessor
relics.
founded the schools, he built them around the relics to act as a fortress. Not only would they be easier to defend, but they would be constantly surrounded by trained warriors. The hope was that hiding the relics would keep mankind from using them against itself. And, of course, keeping them out of her reach.
Salem.
So, yeah. There's that.
Her... You mean Salem?
That's right. Not much is known about her, and quite frankly, that's not what matters. What matters right now is that she wants the relics. And if she gets them, it's not going to end well.
You know, you can always go in and say hi.
I don't want to bother him.
A father's never too busy for his daughter.
Yeah, and he's a
All
good
of my
dad.
friends would agree with you on that.
Here.
What? Where are you going?
You've never been very talkative, but that boy you brought home loves to run his mouth. I want to hear more about the adventures of Team Rwby.
Trust son.
Ollie, is that you, dear?
I must find out what Blake's mum and dad's names are at the end of this episode.
Blake. Well, this is a pleasant surprise. Please, come sit. Don't worry, I've got it. Sit down. Sit down.
I don't want to keep you if you're...
Nonsense. I've been cooped up in here all day. You still take sugar, right?
Oh, actually,
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh, here, take this one.
No, really, it's no big deal.
You sure?
Positive.
Old habits, I suppose. Might want to let it cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Why is she so nervous?
So, is it warm in Vale?
Huh?
It just seems like your outfit doesn't cover very much.
It covers plenty.
I mean, a little more armor might help, don't you think?
I'm fine. I don't need armor. I can look after myself.
I know you can. I'm sorry.
Oh, poor dad.
Why? Why would you say that?
Sweetheart, what's wrong? What did I say?
How can you still love me after what I did?
What did she do?
Blake,
Because she went off with Adam.
your mother and I will always love you.
You were right. I shouted at you and yelled at you, but you were right. I called you cowards.
It's okay.
I should have left the White Fang with you and Mom. I should have listened to you, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Blake, it's fine. We never held anything against you, and I never feared you would fail. The only thing I ever feared was that you would fall down the wrong path. And I am so proud to see you haven't.
But I did.
Yeah, but you found your way back out again.
Hold yourself out.
Exactly.
You came back.
That's what
There aren't many who
matters.
possess that kind of strength, and even fewer that have the courage to face their demons again. Vale, Mountain Glen, Beacon. You confronted the White Fang time after time.
I didn't do it alone.
No, you didn't.
But you
Which
did
is
it.
why I wanted to ask you. Why did you leave Vale? Why did you leave your friends behind?
Son?
Been eavesdropping?
Whoa! This isn't the bathroom! I'll just be going. Sorry to interrupt this tender family moment.
I really don't like you.
He doesn't.
Alright. So let's
Funny,
see if we believe all
huh?
this. There really is this crazy evil being behind these attacks, not just some thugs trying to become powerful. Why doesn't the world know? Why isn't Atlas going after them, or Mistral?
And why aren't we in more of a hurry to get to Haven? Shouldn't we be getting them a message? What if they're next?
The headmaster over there saw what happened at Beacon. He's not dumb. He'll be on his guard.
Yeah.
Besides, it takes time to mobilize forces like that. Do you really think they planned out that attack on Beacon overnight? And to answer your question, it's the same reason we keep quiet about the maidens. If the whole world knew about the relics, about Salem, it would be chaos.
Yeah.
We'd have another great war on our hands, and this time, you'd have to fight. Look, I had the same questions too. But old Ozpen always put his foot down. We can't cause a panic.
No, those things are better kept hidden.
I've heard that. Salem's smart. She works from the shadows, using others to get what she wants, so that when it comes time to place the blame, we can only point at each other. She's trying to divide us, humanity. So far, she's done a pretty damn good job.
Yeah. Yes, none of the other lands trust Atlas at the moment.
Alright. So what should we do?
All the communications are down, so they can't communicate with each other.
I don't really know. Ozpen has put a lot of trust in the headmasters. Like I said, the schools are an important part of stopping Salem. Atlas is going to be on high alert after the last attack, and Vacuo is, well, Vacuo. It'll be hard to hire thieves and scoundrels to fight against other thieves and scoundrels. Take that. Add in the fact that Cinder and her crew claim to be from Haven, and I think it's likely the next target.
Yeah.
So, we're on our way to the headmaster. Haven't heard from him in a while, even before the attack. I'm hoping he has the answers.
Wonder who he is.
Alright, I think it's time you kids got some sleep.
I think it's about time you got some medical assistance,
Yeah.
mate.
This is a lot to take in. And it all sounds crazy. But I'm willing to do whatever I can to help. Because I trust you. But why couldn't you trust me? Why couldn't you just travel with us instead of all of this secrecy and...
Look, this has nothing to do with trust. It's a long story, okay?
Seriously? Now you're tired of telling us stories?
Did you know the crows are a sign of bad luck? Old superstition, but it's how I got my name. You see, some people can absorb electricity, and some people can burst into rose petals.
Huh?
Some people are just born unlucky. My semblance isn't like most. It's not exactly something I do. It's always there, whether I like it or not. I
Oh.
bring misfortune.
Oh dear.
I guess you could call me a bad luck charm. Comes in real handy when I'm fighting an enemy. But it makes it a little hard on friends.
What was the turning into a crow stuff then?
Well, you are just a real bundle of help, aren't you?
Yeah.
So his semblance is misfortune.
Where are you going?
Taking a walk.
That's a shit fucking that's a shit semblance.
There's nothing else you want to tell us?
Not tonight.
Oh, there is something more. There is something going on with the crows.
No concept of privacy, no respect for personal
Ooh.
space.
I'm sorry, okay? Ow! I'm sorry!
Ugh!
Look, I promised it was important. I needed to find you to talk to you.
What, son? What could be so important?
I was talking to your mom and she said something weird about the White Fang.
I'm stopping you right there.
But
I told you. I'm not here to fight the White Fang. I'm not here to fight anyone. I'm
Listen
here
to
to
him.
rest, to figure things out, and to see my family.
your mom said White Fang members don't wear masks in Menagerie, but I saw one at the market yesterday. I even got a picture.
Son.
Look, I'm trying to help.
I don't want your help.
Oh. That's definitely a White Fang. That's Raven.
A freaking ninja?
Is it?
A spy.
But why would... Hey, wait!
What's happened?
The White Fang is evil, I totally called it, and I'm bringing your daughter back!
Excellent. She's worried.
We should probably get moving.
Yeah.
He's in a bad way. He seems to have blue blood.
Well, that's unfortunate.
What? He just died, did he? Deary oh dearie, they're really stepping up the cliffhangers in this volume, aren't they? Did Crow just die? And why has he got blue blood? And what was he saying about semblances, that Ruby's semblance is bursting into rose petals? Now, I think I mentioned something in the beginning about semblances having multiple levels, but I don't see how speed and bursting into rose petals can be in any way related. But then again, nor can inherent bad luck and turning into a crow. They're not related either. Do characters have multiple semblances? I mean, does magic exists in this world? Is magic more common than people make out, that people have special powers aside from their semblances? Because we've always been told that Ruby's semblance is speed. Okay, I'm really confused on that. That is really just... I don't know how to take that. I need more information. Excellent. I loved the fairy story, the story of the gods and the creation myth. That was fantastic. I love the fact that it's all in fours again. The four physical elements that make up life, or whatever it was, that Ozpin and the other headmasters are guarding, and the fact that they're trapped under, or that the academies were built on top of the relics as fortresses. That's a fantastic idea. So how long before Salem finds that relic that's at Beacon? And what happens when all four of them come together? This is a long plan. If Salem's planning to do that, she's got to do Vacuo, she's got to do Atlas, and she's got to do Haven as well. So that's a lot of story. Whew. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in episode 9. Until then, take care. Whoops.